Hey everybody, it's Shamika. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and share my videos. I appreciate your support. Let's talk IRS Form 4136. If you don't know what that is, I highly suggest you go and type it in so that you can make sure that nobody is adding this to your taxes to get you a large refund when you do not even qualify. For those of you that are going to people who are getting you these large refunds, some of you are going to the same people that are ghost tax preparers and are not putting their name on your taxes, and they're getting you a large refund just so that you don't owe the IRS. But if you get audited, more than likely you're going to have to, not more than likely, you are going to have to pay that back because, and I'll explain why, okay? One, the fuel tax credit is only to be used for exempt businesses, and all of these behind me, and I will go over them, okay? The fuel tax credit form is basically giving you back the taxes you paid on fuel because the type of business you have does not have to pay taxes, but because you go to the gas station and you can't tell them not to charge you taxes, the IRS decided, well, we will give you the opportunity to claim that money back at tax time. So for all of those that like to argue with me and say, well, I do drive my car for my business, or I'm a truck driver, I'm going to go through these so you can see that you do not qualify for the fuel tax, unfortunately, okay? So the fuel tax can be used on farm for farming purposes, which means you will be filing a Schedule F. So please don't say it's for farming and you don't have a Schedule F on your taxes. 2, off-highway businesses. So that can be someone that has a landscaping business. If you have a landscaping business, you have to put gas or fuel in your lawnmower, in your generators, in your drill, all those things y'all use for landscaping. That's not my thing, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That would be off-highway use. Exporting. Most of y'all don't have it, but if you do, it will qualify. In a boat engaged in commercial fishing. Commercial fishers, where y'all at, you can claim the fuel tax. In certain inner city and local buses. Well, I'm going to tell you why they say that. Because local government is tax exempt. In a qualified local bus falls under a tax exempt business. In a bus transporting students and employees of schools, tax exempt business. For diesel fuel or kerosene, other than what's used in aviation, okay? So also this could be for equipment. If you're in foresting, you have equipment that you're using to break ground on construction sites, those would be businesses that you do not or should not have to pay taxes on the fuel. In foreign trade, much like the exporting, certain helicopter and fixed-wing aircraft. It is so funny to me that so many of you are claiming this and you only have a Schedule C business and you don't even have, or you don't even fall into any of these categories. Exclusive use by a qualified blood collector organization. Tax exempt. In a highway vehicle owned by the United States that isn't used on a highway. Tax exempt. Exclusive use by a non-profit educational organization. Shall I say it again? Tax exempt. Exclusive use by a state political subdivision, state, or the District of Columbia. I don't have to say it. You know what I'm going to say. Tax exempt. In an aircraft or vehicle owned by an aircraft museum. Tax exempt. And military aircraft. Tax exempt. So basically, if you have a nonprofit, which is tax exempt, they fall under the 501c. It doesn't matter how you use your vehicle or what item you use, you can use the fuel tax credit. But if you are a commercial fisherman, if you're a farmer, anything that is off highway use, you can use this form. So now you cannot say that you were not told. And please don't let the enticement of a $30,000, $40,000 refund fool you. Yes, I do really know people who got $30,000 to $100,000 in a refund from the IRS. They are just waiting to be audited, okay? So please don't let that be you. So the reason that I'm bringing this up is because we only have 2 more tax seasons that you can actually use this form. And because people know that this is going to be going away, and yes, it really does add a large amount to your taxes, please don't do this for your tax clients, okay? But because it's going away in 2 years, people are going to try to jump on the bandwagon and get you a lot of money back so that they can request a large payment from you. Now, if you have not watched my other video, you need to, where I speak about ghost tax preparers. And the reason why is because most ghost tax preparers also use Form 4136, the fuel tax credit form, to get you a large refund, and then poof, they are gone. They do not put their name on your taxes. It will say self-prepared. So in the event that you get audited, not 100% of individuals do, but a large amount will, okay? One being you're using a Schedule C. And then you're using a tax exempt business. Your Schedule C business is not tax exempt. So the two don't even go together. So if you notice that you did not pay enough in taxes and you know that you're going to owe money, and all of a sudden your magician / tax preparer gets you a large refund, or even just enough that you get some back, you need to go through those pages, because what's going to happen, and this is something that I see all the time, because you guys do contact me, you guys do send me your taxes for me to look through to tell you what was wrong, why you got this letter from the IRS. It's simply because the IRS is going to wait until you get close to the end of your 3-year period of where you can no longer make any amendments on your taxes. They're going to disallow all of the credits that you took for fuel tax. And if you don't know what disallow means, that basically means they're going to reject what you put, okay? And then they're going to say, this is what you owe us, plus the refund money that we gave you. You got to give us that back. And matter of fact, we're going to add some fines and fees onto this because you knew you were wrong. You knew it's not our fault that you didn't read to see if you qualify for this. And then you guys go to someone who just is doing anything to get you a refund so that they can get paid, and now you're stuck on the hook. So I was compelled to make this video because I'm seeing too many tax refunds, too many forms of 4136 being used, and some of y'all don't even know that it was put in there or what it was for, okay? So I hope I taught you guys something new. Again, go look up tax form 4136 or IRS form 4136 just so you can be familiar with what it looks like. And then before somebody submits your taxes, they need to print the whole paper set so that you can go through. Now, I'm not saying that some of you don't have businesses that don't count. Hey, a lot of you guys are landscapers. If that's what you're going to put down, that's fine. But keep in mind, you are not going to use 100,000 gallons of fuel and all you do is cut grass. No shade, just saying. So if you're going to use it, you need to at least look legitimate so that you're not setting off any red flags, okay? The IRS got some money, and if y'all watch me on Mondays at 7 p.m., I tell y'all that every Monday they have money, and they are now starting to look, okay, not at just the wealthy. They are looking at the middle class and lower class, and they are really looking at individuals who use Schedule Cs. So if you have a Schedule C, make sure that if you see Form 4136, you start asking questions, and you need to make sure that they're not putting you down as a farmer and you don't have a Schedule F, or that they're saying you have a damn plane and you don't have one, okay? So we're going to be smart this year and the following year until this goes away, unless they choose to extend it again. But we got to be wise, because once the IRS comes back and hits you with that pow, that large amount of money, I don't care if you call me or not, I can only tell you if they're correct or if they're incorrect. Your tax preparer should be doing the rest, and stop paying people to set you up for failure. I hope you learned something new. Take care. Bye.